I'm gonna make a really cute wreath with the Peeps. You guys remember this video? I made a free tutorial for you guys. You can download the template, create your own Peeps out of a Dollar Tree kneeling pad in the garden section. Yep, not joking. This is what we're gonna use in our wreath along with lots of beautiful ribbon and mesh. Let's get started. I have all of this beautiful ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna use some of this from the Dollar Tree. I'm also going to use some mesh from the Dollar Tree and this 18-inch wreath. It came from Walmart. All right, we're gonna get started cutting our mesh. I've got purple, pink, and blue, and I'm gonna cut them all the same length here. And then if you've watched any of my other wreath tutorials, we're just going to scrunch them up just like we did for the Valentine wreath and like we did for the witch's hat. Got the mesh all cut, and now I want to take the ribbon that we're going to use and cut the same measurement of that so that we can add that in our little poofs. Our mesh and our ribbon are 9 inches long, so we're just going to cut some 9-inch strips. Okay, it's time for the pile of mesh. What I'm going to do is take one of each color, and then I'm also going to take my ribbon pieces that I just cut and add them into the mesh bundle. But before I do that, I gotta V these edges, so I'm gonna do that real quick. So here's the plan. We're going to take one of our mesh, scrunch it up, take the next color, scrunch it up, and then our final color, scrunch it right down the middle. And then we're gonna take our ribbon, scrunch that, and put it right on the top. We'll take a pipe cleaner, close this all up together, get it nice and tight, and here's our little poof. We're just gonna repeat this a whole bunch of different times until we have all of our mesh completed. Does not matter what color you pick up first. They're all gonna be mushed up on the wreath, so it doesn't matter. Just grab whatever's close. Here's a trick. I have a bucket down here. Every time I make one, I'm throwing it in the bucket so that it's not falling all over the floor. It's time to assemble. I know where I want my Peeps to go, so I'm gonna eyeball what these Peeps are gonna look like here. I've got one going this direction. I'm kind of looking, these are my guides here. The ears are kind of touching up there. And then this one is going right in the middle. So I know that I don't need a whole lot down here or on the side, so I'm gonna start with my mesh up here. Just take a poof and wrap it around the frame. doing 3 poofs per section of the wreath here. So I'm fitting 3 in between my little markers. I'm not putting anything at the bottom because that's where my peeps are going, so I'm just focusing on the top area up here. I wish you guys could hear this. I'm doing this wreath. We had just put our 3-year-old down. He is in there just singing his little song. No words, just singing. However he gets to sleep, I don't care, but it sure blesses me when I hear that. Okay, here's the last one. Wrap it on here. All right, poof's complete. This is what we've got, this much. Peeps are going down here, so I left some room for them. What I wanna do now is go ahead and get my peeps on here so I know what I'm working with. I want my first one right there. Just kind of lift this up here. Put that one right in there. And then the sweet little guy in the middle. And then we have more things to put on this wreath. We are not done yet. These peeps are so lightweight. Hot glue is going to hold them just fine. We don't need anything fancy to hold these little peeps down. Remember, these little peeps came from the Dollar Tree in the garden section. They were super easy to make. I have a free tutorial for you. For the template, it fits the kneeling pads perfectly. I'll have to go check that out. Next, what we're gonna do is take some of our ribbon and we're going to go all the way around the edge of our wreath with little V kind of cutouts. It'll give it a nice shape around the edge. So for this next part, we're going to take a 2.5-inch ribbon cut to 12 inches. I've got a 1.5-inch ribbon cut to 12 inches and then a second 1.5. I'm gonna V these ends up and then we're going to fold them over themselves and make a fan. Here's what I'm talking about. Start with the 2.5-inch purple ribbon. I'm going to grab my rainbow and I'm gonna crisscross it right there. I'm gonna grab just a dot of glue. Lay that on there. Now I'm getting my gingham, little dot of glue. We're gonna crisscross this one the other way. Now I'm just going to gather all this up. And then here we go, you ready? We're going to twist and then bring it together so that we have flat right here and the spikes are going this way. Does that make sense? So there's what we've done. Now what we're gonna do to keep this little gathered together, we're just gonna put a dab of hot glue right in the center and do our little twist and fold. And then we just play with the ribbons. These all have wire in them. Here, let me do it so you can see it. They all have wire in them, so that's how we're going to put them where we want them. So this is what we're building, a bunch of these little doodads. Here's one, here's one. This is what it looks like. So we're gonna keep going. I'll show this to you one more time. You can absolutely use a zip tie, a pipe cleaner, whatever you have handy if you don't just wanna fold and twist, but fold and twist with a dot of glue absolutely works for me. So whatever's easiest for you, you go for it. Okay, we've got our crisscross, and then we're going to gather. We're going to twist, and we have folded when we twisted, okay? And then we're gonna come in here, put a dot of glue in there to hold that twist. All right, I'm gonna finish these out. Here's where we are so far with our wreath. We have the mesh and the ribbon on the top, our peeps are connected at the bottom, And now what we're gonna do is take these little fans that we made and we're going to put it all the way around our wreath to kind of frame it out and give it a finished look. We're simply going to just use hot glue to attach this to the back of our bunnies. We'll start down here. Just give it a mush back here. Found it was easier to flip it over and add these, so let me just show you what it looks like. You just add glue to the top of this little ribbon fan, and then we're actually going to add it to the frame, gluing it right on the frame, and just hold until it dries here. And then we're just going all the way around. We've made 10 of these all together, and I'll show you what it looks like. If you like this video, follow Finding Easy for more.